Hello, my name is John Featherstone. Currently, I'm in my last semester here at Hocking College, majoring in network system. Today, my speech is going to be on computer viruses. How many of you guys know what is a computer virus? What is a computer virus? A computer virus is a program that damages your system. Pretty much it comes from the outside. So it can, along with damaging your system, it can also erase your important files that's within your system. Have you ever detected a computer virus? If you have, what type of virus was it? Okay, since you, on that particular virus, what did you do to prevent, or what did you do differently to prevent from catching that virus again? There are so many different types of computer viruses. I only gave a selected few. First one I gave was time bomb. Logical bomb. Worm. A lot of you guys are familiar with worm. Bootstrapper virus. Pretty much it's a virus that goes into your hard drive that takes away. Marcos virus. Script virus. Pretty much a script virus is a virus that changes words. Pretty much it can cause your computer not to run at a decent speed, or it causes to crash. Trojan horse. A lot of you guys are familiar with Trojan horse. What is a worm virus? A worm virus is a virus that is a destructive program. It's a program that that replicates your information from the PC, and it also causes, by replicating the information from your PC, it also causes clog, and it also causes the system to run slow, or it stops the system. Trojan horse. What is a Trojan horse? A lot of people think it's a horse, but it's not. A Trojan horse is a destructive program. Usually it acts like a computer game, or acts like a application software. If executed, it can damage your computer. By damaging, usually it comes from monitoring. Also comes with monitoring keys, monitoring tools and keys. There are so many different types of computer viruses. Here goes some ways to identify them. The first way to identify is hardware problem. What I mean by hardware problems is like something dealing when you turn on your hard drive and it's not coming on. It's because usually you detect a virus that causes to have hardware problems. Another one, no response. If you try to cut on your computer and it's not cutting on, it's because you detected some type of virus that causes it not to come on. Somebody got into it to the point where you couldn't cut it on. Another one, slow performance. This is an easy way to identify that you detected some type of virus. Because slow performance, if you have a good PC that runs at a 3.0 gigahertz speed, processor speed, that's a really good computer. But it's running like it's a 1.0 megahertz or 960 hertz, it's because you detected some type of virus where it slowed down your performance. Slow startup. It's another way. It do not take a computer long to start up unless you closed it down wrong. But usually if you shut it down correctly and you cut it back on, it'll come on just like that. So if it takes longer than usual, it's because you detected it. Crashing. What I mean by crashing is when you have your internet up and it just crashes out of nowhere, and you know you ain't close it or you ain't do anything. That's pretty much what I mean by crashing. Missing files. So if you go into your desktop and you go into where you keep all your work files and stuff at, and you notice that you're missing a couple files, you know you didn't delete it. Pretty much that's what I mean by missing files. Can't access the disk drive. What I mean by can't access the disk drive is pretty much you can't, like if you put a CD in and it doesn't read the CD, that's pretty much what I mean by you can't access the disk drive. Like, okay, I want to play, for example, country music. Okay. I put in a CD into the disk drive. I want to play this particular CD and it doesn't play. You know there's nothing wrong with your drive, your play drive and your CD player. So that's pretty much what I mean. You can't access the disk drive or even the USB port. Last but not least, unusual error message. Pretty much pop-ups saying that your hard drive need to be updated, which you just updated 2 hours ago, stuff like that. There are a few ways to prevent computer viruses. One way to prevent computer virus is you can install an antivirus program onto your laptop or PC. These programs runs usually from $19.99 and up. The more expensive it gets, the better protection your PC will get. So pretty much, I'm a firm believer though, if you pay a lot into something, you will get a better result. Another way to prevent computer virus is always update your antivirus program. I do mine on a daily basis. I try to do it around at the same time every day. So always do an update. On this instance, they say do it every week. Another way, back up your important files. What I do is I do not save my files onto my desktop or I don't save them onto my laptop. I have an external hard drive that I carry around with me that I save my files onto, so I know I won't detect anything. Another way, change your computer boot sequence. Another way, do not share your C drive without password or read-only restrictions. This is very important because if you can share a lot of computer, usually if you connect it to the same network, you pretty much can share each other's files. You don't want that. You want your computer or you want your stuff to have read or password. You want to be read-only or password protected. You want to empty all floppy drives. So what I mean by floppy drive is like your USB, your CDs and stuff like that. You do not want to keep that stuff that hackers or virus or people looking for. You do not want to keep that stuff in there. That give them it's an easy way to track your network. Another one is, most important thing, do not open unexpected emails. What I mean by don't open unexpected emails is you might get an email saying that you won $10 million. Okay, what would you do if you won $10 million? you jumping for joy. You hurry up and open up the email, and you open up that file, and you just detected a virus because you thought you won $10 million. This is another important thing too. My wife, she's not a computer person, so I think she's willing to learn, and you should too. If you don't know anything about computers, you want to learn about computers, that's great. You always want to take the time, even if it's a half an hour a day, or if you know somebody that knows a lot about computers, ask them for their help. It's important to learn because it will help you identify the many type of viruses, and it also will help you identify how to prevent from catching them viruses. I want to thank you guys for taking the time to listen to my speech. I hope the information that I provided today can help you to identify the different type of viruses. Also, I want to say that the information I provided can also prevent you from catching these viruses.